with everybody. Real quick. If you in here, what's happening with you? What's happening with you? Hmm? What's happening with everybody? Come on up in here real quick. What's happening? What's happening? So, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I wanted to go ahead and touch in on this real fast. Okay? I wanted to touch in on this real quick. I don't know if y'all really peeped the Bernie Sanders situation, right? Have y'all peeped the Bernie Sanders situation yet? I put it in my community section, right? I put it in my community section for y'all to check it out. Bernie Sanders proposed a 32-hour work week on some wild shit. It's another do nothing proposal. It absolutely doesn't move the needle forward in any way, shape, or form. And I really wanted to get a quick tap in to see what y'all thoughts were on that situation. Do you agree with a 32-hour work week? Now, it is understood, right, that this 32-hour work week, peace to you, brother, next level. What's happening, family? What's happening? Uh, yeah, most definitely, brother, next level. So I wanted to touch in on this real quick and salute the brother next level in the building, y'all. I wanted to touch in on this really fast because the 32-hour work week, I gotta ask y'all, right? Do y'all certify that? Because again, the stipulation is this: for the 32 hours, all right, for the 32 hours that you're gonna work, your pay will remain the same. For anybody that does the standard 40-hour work week, it's supposed to remain the same, right? Compensation wise. Now, the issue that we face with this, though, family, here's the problem with this. A lot of folks are into trade, okay? A lot of folks are independent contractors. A lot of folks are self-employed, right? A lot of folks are self-employed. So what does that mean? A 32-hour work week for a self-employed, for entrepreneur, right? Business owner, okay? How in the hell is a business owner, a self-employed person, gonna go ahead and do that? Well, that's what I'm saying, brother. Next level. Like if you running a business, you hustling, right? The real way, the legal way. You putting in a minimum 60, 70 hours a week, fam. 32 hours a week. What were you supposed to do with 32 hours a week? I'm gonna read it off to some of y'all. I left it in my community section as well. If you're here for the first time, go ahead and tap in. I left it in my community section. If you're here for the first time, right? Go ahead and check that shit out. The dumbest fucking proposal ever, right? Dumbest proposal I have ever seen. And it's always these AARP type that want to fucking write in some kind of bullshit bill for regular folks, for the young abled, right? Bernie Sanders is highly disconnected from reality. We're talking about the same cat that doesn't believe that black Americans deserve reparations, but you want to give cats time off? And then at the same time, you trying to tell cats that they lazy, they need to pick themselves up by their bootstraps. He goes along with that whole talking point that every other goofy does, right? But you want to give cats now, you want to give them 32-hour work weeks. What's the real play here? That's my question to y'all. What's the real play? I'm going to read it off, though. What's the real play? That's the question I'm trying to get, because Bernie advocating for folks to what? That 32-hour work week is just like them giving us Juneteenth off. It ain't shit. Why do folks need Juneteenth off? You understand? Half the folks don't even know what the hell Juneteenth is about. But you gave them that day off like it's supposed to mean something. More symbolic do nothing nonsense. Hey, salute. You understand? If you're here for the first time, man, make sure you subscribe. I'm just trying to keep it 100. I'm trying to make the math. And I'm just trying to make the math, family. For a person, for entrepreneurs, self-employed folks, right? Okay, self-employed, entrepreneur, independent contractors. We gotta put in a minimum, like my brother Next Level said, 60, 70, 80 hours. Minimum. This ain't no top end. Some of us working over 100 plus hours a week. That's even as a business owner. And then talk about the way things are right now. Let's talk about real shit, the interest levels right now. Right now, credit card interest rates are at astronomical levels. And majority, they're talking about upwards of 40 to 60% of our population here in the United States are in credit card debt. Right? And you're going to give them a 32-hour work week? First and foremost, let me go to my service providers real quick. Service providers, okay? And I can only really heavy speak solid on my industry as a professional chef, right? I do private clients, the whole 9 yards. Like, I can only speak on this. My clients ain't trying to hear nothing when they ready to have some fly shit go on, right? On the weekends, right? They not trying to hear that you already did your 32 hours. Huh? My contractors, my construction family. Okay? When people need their motherfucking gutters cleaned, right? They need some shit done in the crib. A pipe get fucked up. You think they want to hear you talking about you already did 32 hours already? Or the mere fact, if you're a savvy business owner, right? You're going to have to put that cost onto the client for you coming out. But Bernie is acting like he's doing you a favor by giving you a quote unquote 3-day weekend. Now you get to have Fridays off. Man, listen, this is nonsense. Not everybody's a government employee. Okay? And then they're not even paying you real livable wages anymore. Can we be honest about that in my chat? What's the real livable wage? Huh? Everybody not a 6-figure nigga. We're going to have to be honest about that. People even with no kids, right? 2-income households, no kids, still struggling. Still struggling. But Bernie want to give you 32 hours. The wildest thing that's even more crazy, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you the wild shit. And then I'm going to go into this little proposal real quick that this goofy is talking about. Okay? The wildest thing that now your boy Biden is talking about creating a bill where he will give $10,000 toward first-time home buyers, okay? First-time home buyers and or renters throughout a 2-year time frame with monthly payments of $400 increments. $400 increments? God damn, what am I missing here, y'all? Because first and foremost, milk is at $5. Eggs is at $5. What the hell is a $400 whatever economic bullshit that he's going to give you over a 2-year time frame? Now, let's be clear. It's supposed to go for people who want to become first-time home buyers, etc., who need help with their mortgages, etc., like that, right? But again, $400 each month. Family. And he said throughout a 2-year time frame. Let's make the math. The real estate market fluctuate, especially right now, almost damn near daily. Huh? Weekly at the most. The real estate is going crazy. People are hoping that inventory is coming back on board, right? They're having conversations of lowering the rate, etc., etc. It's all conversation. But what I am seeing now in the market, even owners, right? Some of the more corporate owners, right, who have these communities, etc., they are squeezing out. They're squeezing incoming renters. They got renters paying for sewage. They got they got renters paying for fucking fire inspections. Okay? Homeowners, 10% down, 20% down on a $500,000 spot. And depend on what part of the world you in, $500,000 get you in the hood. Huh? $500,000 with a 20% down payment will get you in the hood. You're not even gonna be living on nothing fly. And you paying $500,000 over a 30-something year period for some bullshit. Y'all gotta help me understand what the fuck is going on out here. That demo, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 and see. This is the thing that cats don't wanna be honest about, right? When fucking Trump was in office, that's right, John. This is what I'm talking about, John. This is the shit I'm talking about. We got to be honest about what we're really facing here and this bullshit that they're pulling over our heads. You understand me? Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you in the building. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you in the building. Listen, $400 a month. What the fuck does that get us in today's dollar amount? What does that get us today? Huh? My man, Freezy. Hey, Freezy, I ain't got my sounds right now, my nigga, but shout out to brother Freezy. Listen, if y'all in here live, I just wanted to do this real quick. My brother Freezy will be live. I think I saw you gonna be live in like maybe 15, Freezy. So y'all go over to Freezy, subscribe to my brother Freezy. Fire content over there. Fire. So definitely go support that brother. But as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, right, John, groceries for 4 weeks. $400 is groceries. Barely. Right. Come on. There we go. You on that shit. You on that type of time. You on the right type of time. Barely. I say no more, Freeze. Barely 4 weeks for the month. You gotta, forget about daycare. Okay? That little $400 this goofy's talking about, forget about daycare. You're not paying for nothing. You're not paying for shit with the $400. Matter of fact, if you got a certain type of car, that $400 may get that car filled up 3 times for the month. And forget about it. We better, listen, the nonsense this cat is talking about, we better hope that $400 isn't for one family household, for the collective of the household. He better hope that $400 is allocated to each adult in that household, bringing it to a total of $800. Okay? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat real quick. They've made their world so hard. They got us fighting for scraps. That's a fact, man. You understand? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. I'm just peeping the plays in my in my community section. Y'all gonna see the math there for that bullshit Bernie Sanders proposal. But I'm gonna stand on Biden right now. Right? Fighting for scraps. Now, y'all know, like I know, when Trump was in office, and again, do not get it twisted, I'm not advocating for Trump. I don't like none of them motherfuckers. Neither side. I don't care. Right? But here's the truth. If we're talking about black Americans, we've made the most money during Trump's term than many of us have ever seen in our lives. And you know what? Shout out to the Republicans, because here's what I've seen, and this is what I'm going to be honest about. I got to be honest about this. The Republicans aren't so stingy with the money that they put back into the economy, particularly for the actual citizens of the United States. But the Democrats, they'll give you nickel and dimes. I'm going to give you an example. Just a week and a half ago, Biden came out with a bullshit ass bill talking about if you get an $8 late fee, right? If you get an $8 late fee for your late credit card payments, they're going to waive it. What the fuck?
Cap it at
$8. They're going to cap that shit at $8. That's the wildest shit, is the wildest shit I've ever seen. $8? Family, they're giving $5,000 to illegal immigrants in California per month, right? $7,000 in Chicago per month, right? Healthcare, right? If run it up in the chat. This is, but they said they're gonna give us, they're gonna cap it off at $8. Wade shit. Hey, I know you're having a hard time. Let me give you this little $8 waiver here. Show you that we care. That's a fact. Playing in your face, family. Free health insurance. Right? Listen, they over there, they over there living a high flying Ric Flair lifestyle out there in Chicago in them old 5-star hotels. Ric Flairing, kick stealing, willing and dealing, high flying. Right, John Stewart. Yeah, listen, a lot of folks, and this is the truth, a lot of Americans are like, listen, how do I throw this United States citizenship shit in the trash? I need some of that illegal immigrant wave. Let me get some of that motion. You putting cats up in 5-star hotels. 5 stars. They eating good. Some of these cats got lobster, steaks, all type of shit. Arroz con pollo pineal, you got for the Venezuelans. They getting scooters and shit in New York. This is the craziest, but you getting an $8 waiver. And then they might come through and give you a little $400 for the month. And tell you, say, be happy. Vote for me in the fall. Tax-paying citizens like yourselves. Tax-paying citizens like yourselves. I'm talking to y'all, family. Like yourselves are told to smile about how they're using your tax-paying money and be okay with it and shut the fuck up. This is the truth. For my business owners and even for my W-2s in here, right? Some of us got to have a side hustle on top of our businesses or a couple side hustles. And some of those side hustles are the W-2. We're going to keep that 100, right? Some of the side hustles are the W-2. It's such, family, Israel got approximately how much? Listen, I don't even want to go there, man. I don't know if you're a man or a girl, but I'm just saying, I don't even want to go there because it's going to get me hot. It's going to get me heated. Peace to everybody sliding in here. I just know right now when we start to see, don't run up all these names. Ukraine. The president from Ukraine, check this out. Let's go where we gotta go there then. Let's go where we gotta go. Oh, peace. All right, you a brother. Let's go there then. The president of Ukraine came over and told Biden, listen, this little bit of change that you trying to give me, this shit ain't enough. I need more. And then they gave him more money, and he went to Miami and bought a $20 million mansion with our money. He went, the president of Ukraine, who's supposed to be over there fighting with him, protect Ukraine, brought his ass to the United States and bought a $20 million mansion in Miami with our taxpaying money. See, I want to give y'all something. Let's go to a little game real quick. Let's go to a game. I say no doubt, John. I catch you on the flip. You heard? Definitely. Salute to the subscription. Salute to y'all. Everybody that subscribed, salute to all of y'all that just subscribed. But let me run it up for y'all. Okay? Let me run it up. Here's the facts, and this. Make sure y'all share this with y'all family. Okay? Coming in to Biden's term, United States was approximately $22 to $26 trillion in the hole. Okay? At the beginning of Biden's term. Okay? Now remember, Biden's term, we were coming off the quarantine, right? Pandemic type of time or whatever it was. A lot of cats, they got the PPPs. Other cats, they got the stimmies. You know, other cats was actually getting that, that unemployment. Cats was living good. Yeah, a lot of cats bought a lot of crab legs. Listen, I'm not... Nigga, you had crab legs, you had lobster. Some cats was actually able to take their family on trips that they never been to. I'm not mad at how folks spent that. However, let's be clear about something. Coming into Biden's term, ladies and gentlemen, from the very beginning, like I said, $22 to $26 trillion in debt to China, right? Let's keep that in mind, to China, right? Although the government is trying to ban TikTok because they said China owns it and they're invading our privacy, according to these folks. While we got over nearly 20 different Chinatowns throughout the United States. I'm just saying. Right? When our products say made in China, I'm just saying. When China, when New York City allows Chinese to police their own communities, unlike in black communities, we can't have our own folks policing us. I'm just saying. But I digress, right? Let's go there now. Biden inherited a $26 trillion deficit at the max. Say that. We now stand currently, ladies and gentlemen, at a 34, coming into a $35 trillion deficit. And Biden giving money out like Oprah was giving out cars. You get money. You can get some asylum. You can get this. Instead of the actual people who pay taxes in this fucking country. Can the math? Can we make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Make sure you subscribe. Now, for all of my citizens who did it the right way, I'm talking to y'all. You came over here, you got your paperwork, right? You did your thing, your family, you work hard. I'm not talking to you. You pay tax. I ain't got no swabble with you. But if you are illegally housing your cousins, I got a problem with you. I got a problem with you. You are part of the problem and you're treasonous. Okay? Your cousin coming from wherever your cousin's coming from, she's not supposed to be here. But I can't even say she, because we are looking at military age men coming over here illegally, talking about they're seeking some damn type of form of asylum. Help me understand in the chat. I'm trying to make it make sense. Why are asylum seekers leaving their family in danger? Don't you take your family with you to a safe place asylum. You seeked it out. But they're men. They're only men coming here at alarming numbers. Asians, Africans, or whatever. Right? Why are the men only the ones coming over here? Which leads me back to your boy Bernie Sanders. I'm going to tell you what the play is. Right? I'm going to tell you what the play is. This is designed to drive a wider wedge in between the wealth gap. They want to they want to delete the middle class, middle working class, contractors, high level, high income employees, self-employed folks, right? They want to get us up out the way and make way for these millions, and I mean millions of illegal immigrants that they've now imported here. Because here's part of the stipulation, ladies and gentlemen. With this bill that Bernie has proposed, you are going to get the same pay at 32 hours instead of the standard 40. And anything over the 32-hour work week, you now go into overtime. As a business owner, why would I want to pay you more for less? Why would any business owner pay you more for less? And if you're a service provider, there is no such thing as doing business from this time to this time. It don't really work like that for us. Are we going to be honest, or are we going to just be on some bullshit here? It's no such thing as working from this time to this time and shut it down. Everybody's not a government employee. Okay? So here's the issue with this, though. The reason why Bernie had decided to propose this, to try to run this little stupid ass play outside of giving these illegals the opportunity to now be an employee class because they can pay them a little less, right? Because a restaurant owner, a construction owner, a auto body shop, you're not shutting down at a certain time, especially if you coming into crunch time. Let's be serious. No, you're going to keep the squad in, right? Make sure they get it done. And some things can't get done within a 32-hour work week. It don't happen that way. You need the full 40 plus. So now the business owner, who isn't necessarily maybe a Fortune 500 type of a company, you think he or she can afford to pay that extra overtime? Let's stop playing. But Bernie think he's slick. He had to take his little shot. Okay? So let's go ahead and do the math a little bit more. Let's go mathing a little bit. I like to do math. Shout out to everybody that's in here. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. Right? On this platform, to be very clear with y'all, I do nigga shit with real shit here. Right? I like to be informed with what's going on in my communities. Okay? Yeah, I'm kind of a little rebel, but I'm intelligent too. I do all of that stuff. Right? Whatever. It is necessary to know what's going on. All right? Can't be a deer in the headlight talking about you protecting your family, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go where we got to go with this. Okay? Now, the conversation then tells us, okay, if this is a proposal, well, what made him come up with this? Where does this come from? Why does he think this can even be a thing here in the United States? Well, ladies and gentlemen, they did a test with this prior. And that fool Bernie Sanders has adopted this philosophy from other countries who attempted it. Shout out to my sister Star. Shout out to my sister Vina. Shout out to my sister Quiet Scales. I see the family in here. I see y'all. Salute, salute, salute to the family. Salute. But again, if you're new here, make sure you like, share, subscribe. All right. I miss the family. Salute, salute. Good seeing y'all in here. Now, bullshit proposal, 32 hours. Okay. Now let's go where we got to go with this. What they did, ladies and gentlemen, is that they tested this in different countries. Okay. They tested it, and a lot of the employers and employees came back and said it was favorable. They enjoy that whole experience of working 32 hours, getting paid more for less hours, you know, time exchange for labor. They loved it, right? Tried it in different African countries, other countries, and shit like that. In China, some of the Asian countries, they tried it as well. But check this out. Here's what they didn't. Here's what they didn't share with us, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what they did not share with us. That the participating businesses, employees, etc., were subsidized by those governments to participate in this experiment, right? They were paid to participate in this experiment, okay? But here's what here's what happened. Here's how they got finessed later on. They then had to pay for all of that money that the government paid these businesses who participated in this 32-hour work week trial. Okay? And then caused inflation, right? Japan. There you go. Come with it. Yo, shout out to I hope you subscribe, family. With it. I see you. Right? They tried this, they experimented with this, and they found that, hey, the conditions didn't necessarily change. Because you know what? The media apparatuses that were advertising this 32-hour work week didn't release or relinquish the fact that, oh, these businesses were being subsidized. They were being financed to participate in this experiment. Just as we are seeing now, ladies and gentlemen, just as we are seeing now, Bernie Sanders doesn't deem it necessary to relinquish or share that these business who do decide to participate in this 32-hour work week will need some kind of subsidization. The dishonesty of it all for me, ladies and gentlemen, the dishonesty coming from particularly heavy, like that left wing is really just out there with it. Like, man, they don't give a fuck. They just gonna do whatever they gonna do. They not even hiding no more. Okay? So again, the other countries who participated in this 32-hour experiment, work week experiment, were financed to be in the experiment. Millions of dollars went to these businesses that did the experiment. Millions of dollars, family. Millions of dollars. Otherwise, they couldn't get it done. You're talking about service industries all over the place. And you're going to cut those hours and think that shit is supposed to still get done? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? So again, you got a shitty government attempting to adopt another predatory practice to implement here in the United States against its own citizens. And later then have us pay triple for the nonsense. Because again, if we put it up front, they're going to come and get it on us from the back end later. Just like they did with those other countries. We're already, right now, what you're seeing, the result of this inflation, the high interest rates, etc., is from the constant printing of money during the pandemic. And now, the excessive printing of money going to every other foreigner imaginable either domestic or foreign. The monies are going out. It's going out. Right? Family, this is the wildest shit I ever seen. And we're paying for it. I'm a business owner, 2 businesses. And then I got the nerve to have a W-2 form. A little W-2 because I got to have a side hustle for my businesses. Because this is where we are right now. Every business ain't $1 million business. We're going to be honest about that right now too. Every business is not $1 million business. I need folks to stop running around here acting like everybody, just because you got a business, acting like your business is really bringing in them numbers like that. Cats got to stop lying and capping. Plenty business owners go out there and get a side hustle to keep it popping. Listen, unknown. I'm not even with, I'm just peeping what's going on. I'm peeping the play. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, y'all, if y'all here for the first time. Subscribe. I'm just peeping the play. And my squad, shout out to everybody that rocks with me and my squad at Bloodline Films, where we talk about what's going on in the market. I mean, you've seen some influx for those who still get busy with Bitcoin. You've seen Bitcoin in the last week or so had some big numbers. The stocks, they had some interesting numbers too for those who are in the S&P 500s, etc., peeping to play in the market, right? Y'all got to be smart about where y'all putting y'all's and make sure you're making your moves when you need to make your moves. I'm going to start putting some more in my shit too. Start putting some more back into my shit. All right? I advise everybody to do that if you're not really on that type of time. For real. Because again, here's what they're guaranteeing right now. I want to be clear about this to y'all. Here's what they're guaranteeing. Because I'm an 80s baby. And when I heard the first time that Social Security, I heard this maybe 20, maybe 18 years ago, that Social Security wouldn't be available to me in my later years. I'm like, that's cap. I work a lot. I'm going to have that or whatever if I need it later on. Right? No. They're almost guaranteeing that shit will not be available to you. Section 8 or whatever, whoever gets it or whatever. Nothing against my Section 8 people. Salute to you. Get it how you got to get it. Right? Any assistance, people getting whatever assistance, get it how you got to get it. But I'm telling you this. The moves that our government is making is to ensure that a lot of these supportive programs will no longer exist later on down the road. Peep every last single play that's going on. Let me see what my sister Quiet Scale say. I do seem paranoid in thinking that they won't be satisfied until we are all destitute, and that is the motto. My sister Quiet Scales. That's the move. Listen, middle class, they getting that the fuck out of here. Right now, for anybody to get real assistance, you got to be making $18,000 or less gross. What does that work out to, y'all? Let's do some math real quick. Let's make the math. Okay? $1,500 for the month is what that is. Most places in the United States, you ain't getting shit under $1,500. That shit gone. You might be able to get a corner in a basement somewhere for $1,000 now. All right, so take the $1,000 off. We talking gross though. That's crazy. We talking gross. So we cut the gross even more, right? Then we maybe be working with $1,200 to $1,300 for the month, right? United States citizens. I'm talking about United States citizens making $18,000 a year. Okay? No other side hustles, right? And you better hope. I was doing this math the other night. You better hope you got no credit card debt. You better hope you have no motherfucking car note. You better hope that insurance is maybe $40 a month. Huh? Right. Let's go where we gotta go with the math real quick. Make the math. Again, United States is saying if you make $18,000 a year or less, they have a program to assist you, quote unquote. Okay? But when you really look at that number, and we're talking about a gross situation here, okay? It's not 1,500. It's 12 or 13. Okay? And that depends on how you do your shit. You, and that's for an individual person. You got any kids, you're done. Family, you got any kids, you're done. You're done. You gonna have to do a little something strange for some change. Pop that pussy like you used to. Homie, you gonna have to be a hobo. Go couch to couch. Do whatever. Yo. Huh? And don't let child support be on your neck. Don't let child support be banging at your door. Hey, unknown. Hey, unknown. Shout out to unknown. Man, unknown is crazy right now. Right? Jesus, please come back soon and save us from evilness of their devils, of those devils. That's a fact. Listen, unknown calling out. He need that in his unknown need that in the spirit. Something. I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen, what we're looking at in the next, we maybe got 10 years and the middle class is going to be obsolete. I'm talking about, the cats that think they fly because they got 80,000, male or female. Okay? You $50,000 cats, forget about it. Tats gonna chew you alive. Put you in the back pocket, especially if you by yourself. Back pocket the shit out of you. 50,000, you in the back pocket. 80,000, you think you fly? Double up on the tax. They coming. Depending on what major city you buy to, they about to pack you up. You 100K, barely 100K cats? Man, listen. 100K? Shit. You about to get packed up like a sizzle pan. Like a to-go order. You understand? Make sure y'all subscribe, family. They have plans and we not. We have not. They've always had plans to eliminate the middle class. That middle class, see the problem we are facing though with the middle class, ladies and gentlemen. For a long time, the middle class benefited from the power of the dollar. Okay? Let's talk about that a little bit. The middle class benefited from the power of the dollar between 1960s and going into, I would say, the latter end or the early 2000s. Once we hit the crash, right, you really started seeing the depletion or the weakness of the dollar in the United States. No real backbone. Okay? Not really holding up to nothing. See, your father, your ancestors, some of y'all, could get one job and stay there forever and retire. And then they could take that dollar and that dollar would flip 3, 4, 5 times. Okay? That dollar would go places. Now, your dollar here in the United States, $5 is a dollar, if you understand my math. $5 is a dollar in the United States. Remember, homes that they're now charging right now that's going for $500,000, $1 million homes, those homes, those same very homes, when we talking about, let's go to the 60s, 70s, right? Those same very homes were going for what? 25,000, 50,000, 100,000 at the max. Right? Same very homes, but now they $1 million Jones. That's a fact, Quiet Scales. The dollar is extinct.
Right.
Brexit ain't playing with cats. Again, see this is that's why I got that we got to listen. There's several things that I wanted everybody to just touch on, but again here, let me pull up the let me pull up real quick for the family. Let me pull up your boy Bernie Sanders' proposal. Okay? That's a fact, Sister Star. Other countries are saying the hell with the American dollar. We good on y'all. Brexit is one of the major examples happening. Russia, China getting it together. Is that Russia and China or Korea and Russia? Either way, Brexit is saying the hell with that United States dollar. They cool on the United States dollar, bruh. Yeah, and then cats want to complain about things not going our way. This has entirely been very detrimental to what we got going on. Let me go ahead and pull up Bernie though. Let me go ahead and pull up Bernie bullshit real quick. Let me go to the community section, y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, family, if you haven't already liked, shared, and subscribed. Let me go to this Bernie shit. Now, all right, let me see. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Facts, Sister Star. Facts. Cats acting like, see, the United States media propaganda got cats thinking that we untouchable. That illusion of being untouchable for so long got cats thinking these other countries ain't really with the smoke. Nah. Listen, the mere fact that United States has always been in debt to China told me everything I needed to know. And it should tell you everything you need to know. The powerful country, United States, hey, be all you can be, all of that bullshit. Land of the milk and honey, right? Has always, for the most part, been in debt to China. You so powerful, you shouldn't have debt though, right? I'm just I like to keep shit simple. We ain't got to overcomplicate it. But let me go to Bernie's bullshit proposal real quick for the family. And then I'm going to shut it down because I know my brother Freezy, if he's still in here, I want to go check out my brother Freezy's broadcast tonight. Make sure y'all go to my brother Freezy, No Captivity. Go to my brother Freezy's channel. He's going to light it up, I believe, in maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes or so. Go check him out. Great content over there by that brother. Let me read this, though, real quick, y'all. Okay? 32-Hour Workweek Act is what it's called. Okay? And again, I left this thing in my community section, y'all. Y'all want to check into it for yourselves. Y'all go ahead and check this bullshit out. And then also, don't forget about that first-time homeowner bill that Biden's talking about he's going to do for folks for 2 years at 10,000, totaling at $10,400, broken down at $400 per month for 2 years. Okay, so y'all could definitely check that out too. But let's go into this real quick, right? To the 32-Hour Work Act. Okay, Senate Help Chairman Bernie Sanders bullshit. Okay, the world has undergone enormous changes. The 40-hour work week was set by the Fair Labor Standard Act in 1946 or 48 or 1940s. American workers are now over 400% more productive than they were back then. Is that true? Are we 400% more productive, y'all? I mean, granted, we're gonna have and what is productivity, right? Because when I think about productivity, I think about things that are being made in-house. And when I say in-house, I'm talking domestically. I'm talking about at home, here in the United States. Because as far as productivity, production is concerned, a lot of shit that when I flip over the package, it says made in China. Are we really that productive though? Or was it when you stopped getting free labor from the niggas that you decide to ship out the work overseas. See, when you was able to get it for free from people that look like me, it was fly. But Bernie is telling us now is 400% more productivity going on in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, while they ship out, export jobs, industries overseas. I call cap on that. Now, with the advancement, ladies and gentlemen, of AI, right? Artificial intelligence, productivity, depending on what way you look at it, could be 100%, could be 400% more efficient with AI, depending on what the job is. But there are going to still be standard things that AI just can't do. We know that. AI isn't the answer to everything. It never really has been. Like, get the fuck. Yeah, that's my question, Unknown. What kind of joke is this creepy? Yeah, it's laughable bullshit. But let's go ahead and get into this a little bit more, and then I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna do this real quick. 40% more productive they were back then, and continue to technologically advance are likely to increase the gap between worker productivity and worker gains. So this bill, just to be clear, this bill is only referring to AI, the advancements, right? In AI. It's only referring to that. So, and see again, we're talking about more trick bag finessing shit put out there as if it's supposed to help us when it's really detrimental to the working class. It's very detrimental. See, again, they told us that, okay, having these illegal immigrants over here was good because a lot of folks didn't want to do those jobs. Then come to find out that a lot of folks, for example, one town, I forgot the town is, it was a pie factory. Well, a lot of black employees wanted to work there, but they wouldn't hire the black employees, right? They would only hire illegal immigrants. Okay? No, sorry, I believe it was a Tyson factory. Help me out in the chat. Make sure we get that information right. Nonetheless, found out that particularly the black Americans over there in that city, that state, they actually did want those jobs. So some employee there called ICE, shut that factory down, and then had no choice but to employ the native population there in that city. But see, the narrative is that, oh, they do the jobs that nobody want. No, they're doing the jobs that you refuse to hire other folks for, particularly tax-paying, legalized, never left here, always been here citizens. All right? So now it's no longer just the illegal immigrant, though. Now Bernie wants to go ahead and weaponize AI against the native population, right? Against the legalized immigrant, the immigrant who came here and did it the right way, got your paperwork, tax-paying citizen, etc., etc. Bernie wants to weaponize AI against you, in addition to illegal cousins that may be trying to come over here. It's all bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, y'all. I might do another live. I just wanted to touch on this real quick, y'all, because there was I'm peeping a lot of these plays that are going on right now, particularly coming from this Democratic Party. Heavy from the Democratic Party. Now, the Republican Party is doing some finesse shit, couple little things, but not to the magnitude of what's going on with this Democratic Party. And you know what? Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe bullshit that they're putting out here. So I want to appreciate, thank all of y'all for tapping in with me real quick. I just wanted to make this quick address, and I'm going to be getting up out of here. Make sure you haven't already liked, share, subscribe. Do that. Become a part of the squad and get with us as we continue to cook this thing up. My name is Chef C. I'm the host of On Their Next podcast, and I'll catch you on the flip side.